Welcome to the Revolutionary CEO Podcast. I'm your host, Letitia Lynch, Paris lover, devoted boy mom, Capricorn, and chronic overachiever. After launching my business in 2020, it grew faster than I anticipated and quickly turned into all the things I hated about toxic corporate overwork culture. Now I'm restructuring it to prioritize the lifestyle I desire and break free from overworking without compromising my income. Join me every Wednesday as I give you the inside scoop on how to balance business, work, motherhood, self-care, and mental health. As your marketing coach, I'll also be sharing my experiences with contractors and clients, having a team, as well as personal and business branding, practical business and marketing advice, strategies, and tips. Let's get into it. Welcome to another episode of the podcast, y'all. So in the last episode, I introduced something that I call the Marketing Mastery Matrix. If you haven't listened to episode 6 of season 2, you really need to go back because I think that so much of why we feel like we have to just do whatever marketing strategy that someone else told us worked for their business is because we typically are missing a lot of the foundations to think on our own, to plan on our own, to choose strategies on our own that work for us. And so this episode is about all of the myths that I see when it comes to marketing that makes you feel like you don't have choice. I'm going to dive right in with the first myth. The term consistency probably makes you roll your eyes. And what I think this myth is that consistency equals conformity. The term consistency might seem like one of those basic concepts that make your eyes kind of glaze over, but in the world of all of the, flashy tactics and complicated jargons that everyone likes to talk about, consistency might seem, underwhelming to you. But when I tell y'all that this is where the misconception lies. When we talk about consistency, some envision kind of like a rigid framework, right? Like a tight leash that suffocates your creativity and mandates a monotonous adherence to rules and schedules. You might have also tried consistency, showing up day in and day out, but the results, they really seem to play an eternal game of hide and seek, right? But I want to change how we're thinking about and hearing the word consistency when it comes to marketing for business, because consistency is not the enemy of creativity. It's really the foundation upon which creativity is actually going to blossom. Because what consistency does is it crafts a reliable and trustworthy brand voice for your business. And it's not just about doing the same thing repeatedly. When you hear consistency, it doesn't mean doing the same exact thing repeatedly. It's about being reliably exceptional in what you offer and establishing a rhythm that resonates with your audience, but really you too. So how does consistency foster creativity? By creating a structured canvas where your ideas can flow and evolve. It's like having a steady beat in a song, allowing the melodies and the harmonies to kind of dance freely, creating music that stirs the soul. Consistency in regards to marketing just means showing up for your audience with a dependable presence that doesn't compromise on the surprise elements. It means nurturing a relationship with your audience where they know what to expect, yet find excitement in how you deliver it. And what about results? Instead of merely just chasing these numbers, those vanity metrics that we all love to talk about, and we like to shun, but you still secretly kind of look at, let's redefine results as the audience having resonance with your message, the engagement of your community, the organic growth of authentic relationships. Let's look at the numbers that way. So I wanted to kick it off strong just to say, you need to really embrace consistency as a powerful ally in your marketing journey. It's really going to essentially be the rhythmic drumbeat that amplifies your brand symphony, resonating in the hearts and minds of your audience. So again, I want this to be something that you actually take seriously. However, the second myth is the thing that really got y'all burnt out. Content is solely about volume is one of those, I think, marketing myths that is making a lot of you who didn't seek to be content creators really burn out and shy away from things like social media or sending emails. There is a common belief, especially amongst influencers and aspiring content creators, that obviously pumping out massive volume of content is the golden ticket to growing a following and building brand trust. And sure, in some of those circles, and especially for those two groups, quantity can bolster visibility and engagement. But I want to dissect this a little bit because yes, a river of content can flow flood the algorithm, yielding a surge in vanity metrics. You're going to get the followers. You're going to get the engagement. You're going to see how many accounts you've reached. All that stuff is really sexy, but it can also inflate follower counts, creating a semblance of brand validation and an authority. But does this torrent of content actually translate to real, meaningful business results for high-ticket entrepreneurs? Yeah, not always. So I want to shift our gaze from quantity to quality and relevance. Everyone says quality over quantity, but let's talk about relevance. Your content shouldn't just be about filling up space or ticking off a content calendar checkbox, because I'm sure all of you have all the millions of content calendars, right? It's actually about forging authentic, impactful connections with your audience. It's about speaking to their needs, solving their problems, and enriching their lives or their businesses. Now, for high ticket businesses like ours, more content doesn't actually and necessarily mean more value, because the essence of your content should be laser focused on offering immense value, establishing your expertise, and nurturing genuine relationships with your audience. It's also about strategic content creation that actually resonates, engages, and converts, not just adding to all the noise and all the content that's out there. So I want you to focus on what truly matters here when we talk about volume. It's crafting content that's rich in value, relevance, and impact. It's not just about more, it's about meaningfully connecting and creating content that propels your business forward in a significant way, especially for us, y'all. Okay, so now let's talk about another prevailing misconception. Myth number 3, conversions only relate to sales, because y'all are real hard pressed to sell out here. And I think it's a common but narrow perspective that confines the concept of what conversions actually are strictly within the boundaries of sales figures and transactions. So I want to unpack this and unravel the broader spectrum of what conversions truly encompass. Obviously, conversions are the beating heart of any strategic marketing plan, but they're not solely the reserve of closed sales. Conversions dance in the nuanced spaces of our marketing efforts. So they're the subtle yet powerful shifts from visitor to engaged audience member, from prospect to enthusiastic lead, from curious bystander to active participant in your brand's journey, right? So it's essential to understand that conversions manifest in various forms, each which are significant in their own right. A conversion could be a potential client signing up for your newsletter, a prospect downloading your ebook, or an engaged follower actively participating in your community. These actions, though they're not directly ringing the sales bell, are solid gold in building a pathway to sustained relationship and future sales. What I really want you to do is embrace conversions as the multifaceted gems that they are. Cherish and nurture the diverse interactions and engagements that bring people closer to your brand, because each touch point, each conversion is really a stepping stone to deepening relationships, establishing trust, and fostering a community that believes in the value that you offer. So I want you to start to think and celebrate the wide array of conversions that actually fuel your business growth, and recognize the value in each connection made, each relationship nurtured, and each step that brings someone closer to being a fervent advocate and customer of your brand. Let's move on to the second to last myth. And it's the same strategies apply throughout business growth, because some people will say, I've been using this strategy for 25 years. Good for you, girl. Look, there's a pervasive notion floating around as a one-size-kind-of-fits-all approach, suggesting that the marketing strategies which worked wonders in the initial stages of your business will continue to be your golden ticket throughout the business journey that you have. I want to talk about this thing. Okay, it's like believing that a single pair of shoes should fit you at every single age. Wouldn't that be ridiculous? Charming as it sounds, it's actually extremely impractical, because as your business grows, matures, and evolves, so should your marketing strategies. Especially because we are actually human beings who are typically running these businesses on our own or with an extremely lean team. And so it's impossible to believe that the energy and the time and, the ambition and vibes that you had back in, 2019, 2020 are the same vibes, energy, ambition, time that you have right now today. The terrain changes, the audience diversifies, and the market dynamics really do shift. So your strategies must be as dynamic, adaptable, and resilient as the business environment that you are navigating. Each stage of business growth really comes with its own unique challenges and opportunities. So your marketing strategies must be tailor-fitted to resonate with the current needs, demands, and aspirations of your business and your audience. It's about cultivating a garden where different flowers bloom at different times, each adding unique value and beauty. Your strategies should be as vibrant, varied, and versatile as this garden, allowing for continuous relevance, resonance, and results. So let's make sure that we retire this whole myth of us having unchanged strategies for the next decade. Let's embrace the powerful art of evolution in our marketing endeavors, ensuring that our strategies are always in alignment with our present aspirations, challenges, and the incredible possibilities that lie ahead. Ever feel overwhelmed by marketing strategies that seem out of sync with your business's current reality or the true vision you see for your business in the future? Introducing the Marketing Mastery Matrix, marketing strategies for every stage of business evolution, a masterclass where I'll teach you adaptive marketing strategies that fluidly evolve with each stage of your business journey. Tailor your marketing efforts with precision, ensuring every move you make resonates deeply, connecting with the right people at the right moment. No more one-size-fits-all marketing. Visit marketingmasterymatrix.com to register for the masterclass. I want to wrap this up with our fifth and final myth, which is simplified marketing is ineffective marketing. There seems to be like a mysterious allure around like the complex strategies, like a magical halo that makes everything seem more advanced, intricate, and surely more potent, of course, right? But I want to talk about this because complexity is not a synonym for effectiveness. So sometimes in the glamour of complexity, the essence is actually lost. We wind up tangled in a labyrinth of convoluted strategies, losing sight of our actual goals. But what if simplicity is actually the ultimate sophistication? What if stripping away the unnecessary layers actually could lead us to the core of truly effective marketing? Think about that. I have a great example. I've been talking about this a lot lately. When I look at how people are posting reels nowadays, you ever see, yes, you were going to see these. You see the reels where people are like, this is how I made $100,000 last month. And I didn't do what you thought it was. Caption, check the caption. And it's literally just a time-lapse video of them doing, cooking, washing the dishes. It's like the simplest thing, but these people are making, I'm telling you, bank from the simplest of content, that we used to think we had to do all this extra. And it's almost hard to imagine that we can do something so simple and it actually work out in our favor. Simplified marketing doesn't mean you're actually doing less. It means you're focusing on what actually and truly matters. So it allows for clarity, precision, and a direct pathway to your goals. So within the Marketing Mastery Matrix, simplicity is actually a superpower. It enhances focus, fosters alignment with your objectives, and paves the way for meaningful actions that actually lead to genuine results. So I want us to emancipate ourselves from the myth of complexity. Let's appreciate the power of simplicity, allowing it to illuminate our path, refine our strategies, and actually lead us towards marketing that is not just busy, but brilliantly effective. Okay, y'all. So this was a really powerful session, I hope, for you. I've talked about some of the major marketing myths that I think have plagued a lot of the pandemic entrepreneurs. It's been such a distraction, right? Unpacking these myths is more than a process of elimination. It's really about clearing space for strategies that will genuinely resonate with who we are and where we actually want to go. We've navigated through the fog, and it's crucial to keep our visions clear. So those myths, those were just roadblocks stopping us from seeing the bigger picture of what marketing can truly achieve for us. And I hope that this conversation actually sparked some curiosity for you. So if you've been nodding your head and thinking, yeah, I actually need strategies that resonate with my unique business journey, then I actually have something new. I only do a brand new, masterclass once a year. And this is the time for me to announce what I'm doing for the year. And I know you're like, girl, it's the end of 2023. And here it is. I'm actually going to be hosting a masterclass called the Marketing Mastery Matrix, Adaptive Marketing Strategies for Every Stage of Business Evolution. Adaptive marketing is something that I'm going to be introducing for the very first time for the year and ever in my business, and sharing it with you. I just was on a podcast interviewing about kind of this concept. I didn't tell her the term, but this is the concept of how I've adapted my marketing strategies as I have changed, as my business has changed, as my energy has changed, as my life has changed. So this masterclass is meticulously designed to guide you through versatile and potent marketing strategies that will blossom and evolve as your business flourishes. So if you want to start changing your marketing approach that in a way that's going to align with where you are at each stage as you get there, I want you to register now for this masterclass. You can go to marketingmasterymatrix.com to secure your spot. Now, it is going to be hosted live the very first time, but if you miss the live date, which will be on the page, you can still watch the replay, I promise. It's going to be something that you guys haven't heard before. I'm giving you access to a simplified breakdown and framework of the only things you really need to worry about in marketing that you will be able to leverage no matter what new strategies you pick up or which strategies that you want to do or what type of offers you have out there. Because even as your offers and price point changes, so does typically the marketing strategy behind them. I'm so tired of you guys feeling like you're starting from scratch every time someone teaches you something new. This is actually going to eliminate that. So remember, it's not just about marketing. It's about marketing that adapts, evolves, and escalates your business. I cannot wait to see you guys in this new masterclass. See you next time. If you enjoyed this episode as much as I did, subscribe to the Revolutionary CEO podcast on your favorite podcast listening platform and leave a review to let me know the moments you enjoyed the most. For insights, tips, and conversations, connect with me on Instagram, YouTube, or TikTok. I'm always at Her Marketing Coach. Together, let's continue empowering ambitious and driven women in business. Talk to you next week.